Hello everyone, Michael here for Tactica Imperialis with another Warhammer 40k battle report. This one has terrain.
Not much though.
Not much, but it's something, right. So it's going to be 1,000 points and it's Harlequins against Orks. I'm going to show you the Ork army in a minute. So let's go through the Harlequin army first.
So we've got 9 Harlequins with 6 Harlequin Kisses, a Shadow Seer. This one ended up with a roll both my Shadow Seers on telepathy. So this one's got Shrouded to everyone with a 6 and the Primaris, which is
Psychic Shriek.
Psychic Shriek. We've got 10 Harlequins here with all the Caressers are going to be Embracers. So we've got 7 Embracers, 3 regular Harlequins, and a Shadow Seer that's got Mental Fortitude and Psychic Shriek.
Okay.
We've got 4 bikes. I've not got Zephyr Glaives this time. I've got Star Bowlers on them, purely because of points, and they've all got Haywire Blasters as well.
Okay.
We got Skyweaver, and then a squad of just 6 Harlequins base.
No upgrades at all?
No upgrades at all on those.
Okay.
And then Void Weaver.
Void
And my
Weaver.
general's going to be, not that it matters much, this guy here.
Okay, which is the squad that had the Strength 6 Hammer of Wrath? What?
That's that squad.
Okay, that's what the Embraces do.
Yeah, each of them has D3 Strength 6 Hammer Wraths.
Right, okay. And then we have the Ork army.
Which is 1 unit.
This is the Green Tide formation plus a couple of bits. So, over here we have 100 Slugger Boys. Including 5 big shooters here,
One there.
here,
There's one there.
and
then
there, and there. Add 5 knobs with combi scorchers there,
There.
and
There's one right on the end.
right on the end. Including the squad is the War Boss. He has a big chopper, Kildaka, which is a Wargazkul relic. He also has the big boss pole, giving the entire squad fearless, thank God. And he also has a big chopper, which I mentioned, and heavy armor. And we have a Pain Boy with a Grot Orderly and a level 2 Weird Boy who's going to be using Power of the War. Now, could you just hold this for a moment?
Sure.
I need to generate my powers and to see what the hell Kildaka is going to do. So,
Is it for the entire game?
yeah, it's one profile for the game. So, these are my Weird Boy's powers are on Power of the War. So, I have Frazzle and the Crunch.
Is that the one that gives everyone +1 attack?
No, that's the big blast.
Oh, okay.
That's strength 2d6. I think 4 is Warpath though.
Well, that's just going to be hilarious.
That's going to be fantastic. Okay, 4. No, it's Kill Bolt. Strength 10, AP 2, Assault 1.
Okay, so that's not going to be... Okay, so they're both pretty decent.
Yeah, but they're both Warp Charge 2. And Kildaka, which is basically the precise reason why I never use this thing, because it's so random, but today we're going to make an exception. So, it
I forgot the
is
profile for that gun dodgy.
3. Shooty. It's a Strength 6, AP 4, 24-inch range, Assault 3.
So it's like a super...
It's a super shooter. That's officially what it's called, with a bit less range.
Yeah.
That's all my randoms and stunned.
Well, I'm taking the first turn.
Unless
Unless you seize.
I don't.
Which you don't, thankfully, because that would have been a hell of a lot of movement.
Oh, should we do our warlord traits?
Oh yeah, we really ought to. I'm going to roll off Twilight.
Twilight. Okay.
As I always do.
Do you know what that does?
Absolutely no idea, but I'll go check. So I've got 3.
Okay, and I'm using warlord traits because
I think mine's a Foot in the Future, which gives me +1 to all forms of movement.
Okay, and mine off the Orc one is brutal but cunning, it's cunning but brutal, so I can reroll 1 failed save. I'm not running something that's actually allowing me to reroll my warlord trait in this formation, so I'm kind of stuck with it. But that of course applies to the war boss, meaning I get a war every single turn. So does your army actually have everything can run and charge?
Yeah.
Because it's still legit.
Yeah, it's still legit. Oh, sorry, these guys should be disembarked, because I've had to take that as a fast attack.
Oh, right, okay.
As opposed to dedication.
So you can sort it out.
Cheers for that. Yeah, it's a Foot in the Future. Do I want to reroll?
That's for this squad.
No, I'm going to keep them going an inch faster.
So they're going
It's for this squad.
Oh, that squad, sorry, yeah. All their movement is now 1 inch faster than normal. So, Harlequins will be going first, and we are going to, just for your benefit and ours...
Skip the Orc movement thing.
Well, we're going to still do an end of turn type of thing, but we're going to run a tally of how many Orks are dead. The current standing is 0, and the current alive standing is 103. 100 boys, Weird Boy, War Boss, Pain Boy. So, I don't know how many's going to be left by the end of Harlequins turn 1.
I'm going to go with something like 80 something.
Because I've not got heavy armour. So, we'll come back at the end of Harlequins turn 1. End of Harlequin turn 1. General movement in this direction, but
9 Orks.
stayed out of charge range and killed 9 Orks. Which, to be fair, was only going to be about 14 if it hadn't been for the Pain Boy, so...
Yeah.
Overall, not too bad. The jet bikes then boing backwards, because that's what they do. No psychic was in range, no point putting shrouded on.
94 Orks to go.
94 Orks to go. So,
we'll get back to you in half an hour?
yeah, it'll probably be about half an hour. We're going to move all the Orks, and then we'll come back at the end of Green Tide Turn 1. End of Green Tide Turn 1.
First blood.
Much movement. Psychic got the crunch to go off, dropped it on this squad, killed 4, but they passed the morale check. And then big shooters, 1 penetrating it, blew up the Void Weaver with great effect. So, first blood to the Orks. I think really it was always going to be can you table me? But
I don't think I can now.
it's not impossible.
If I take your warboss out somehow, I'm just going to make you run off the board.
Yeah, I think killing the war boss is priority numero uno. So, with no reserves, we're going to go straight into Harlequins, turn 2.
It's not like
End of Harlequins, turn 2. Reasonable. Some Psychic Shriek got some kills. The Star
Bowlers from the...
Star Bowlers for the Sky
Weavers.
Weavers. Could you just not be consistent, please?
I know.
Killed a few, and the Haywire Blasters also. Shuriken Cannon got a bit done as well. Overall, this turn, 12 Orks died, meaning that there's now 82 to go, including characters.
So I've taken a 5th out.
Yep, we're a fifth of the way through on turn 2. So you need 10 turns.
I need 10 turns.
But that said, well, we'll see what's going to happen. So, I can now call a war from here on out every single turn, but I don't think it's going to get me in this round. So, we'll come back at the end of Green Tide, turn 2.
Realistically,
End of Green Tide, turn 2. So, move forward. Failed to manifest the crunch this time, which is unfortunate. But thanks to Kildaka and the big shooters, we did shoot a jet bike to death. I was tempted to do the charge down here to run and charge. Oops, sorry.
It's all good.
But if it's 13 inches, so
3d6 is
3d6 is essentially what my charge would be.
10. On
10, which is not good enough. So
you get to reroll 1. But
yeah, I don't think I would have made it. Plus with Overwatch, you only need to kill a couple of guys and the charge becomes now impossible. Yeah. So I held back for this turn. I may come to regret that. But we're going to go into Harlequins turn 3. End of Harlequin turn 3. No one died. Due to a mix of bad dice and good deny rolls, no one died, which is sick. But something you should note, that went flat out, it's now behind there, and it's going to be a colossal pain in my rear end. So I think I may have to do some psychic nonsense, because while the Warboss can't leave the unit, the Weird Boy can.
Yes.
But I can still do some clever rearranging. We'll see what we do. Yep. So, we're going to go now into Green Tide, turn 3. End of Green Tide, turn 3. Suffice to say, that squad got well and truly mullered.
I killed an Ork.
No, you killed 2.
Oh, I killed 2, so I have 80 left now.
Yep, 80 Orks left. But that squad is completely gone. I only got a 1-inch consolidation, much to Kieran's joy, because it doesn't mean I can't spread out all the way over the board. Meaning that he is able to go zoop if he wants to, but we'll see about that. So, rip that squad.
I'm gonna go all in.
Hadouken time. It's a Hadouken time. So, we're going to come back at the end of Harlequins turn 4. End of Harlequins turn 4. Yeah, you can kind of tell what happened, can't you? Charged in here, charged in there, and the only survivor was that Shadow Seer on 1 wound.
Quite smartly ran off.
Who has run away. Yeah, I consolidated 1 inch again. But I'm going to detach the Weird Boy and the Pain Boy. We're going on a killing mission. And then we're going to kill that and we're going to get the table on turn 4. So, that has been an absolutely hilarious experiment. We'll come back at the end of Orcs turn 4 and we'll wrap it up. End of Green Tide turn 4. Yeah, everything's dead.
Pretty much, yeah.
Frazzle to the face, died, and then the Star Weaver died to big shooters and Kildaka. Didn't even get a chance to charge it, which would have been hilarious. I have to say, the Green Tide...
So what's your unit of the match then?
On a model by model basis, I actually am going to give it to the Weird Boy.
Oh, I give it to the Pain Boy, personally.
Well...
So your Green Tide like twice the size as a result.
Yeah, true. So, we did the math. 42 Orks are dead. I can certainly say without the Pain Boy, it would have been a butt ton more.
Yeah, probably about 70.
Which is why I'm really kind of thankful that Pain Boy's associate. I was debating running Grotznik, but I don't think I needed him in the end.
No.
The Weird Boy got actually way more value than I was anticipating, even though I bashed on Weird Boys the other day. I do think that maybe they have a hint of value.
But you're not going to take them in a bound list?
In a bound list, no. In this list, it works fine because the War Boss is not a HQ slot. in a general game between Warboss, Big Mech, and
doesn't matter.
Between Warboss, Big Mech, and Pain Boy, you don't have space for Weird Boys a lot of the time, which is, well, that's my major concern anyway.
Yeah.
If you want War, you can't have Weird Boys. But what do you know? The Green Tide is able to win. I was wondering whether one unit versus multiple units would be able to actually manage, because I was only charging.
MSU as much as I would, well, as much as I could have. I could have had like more Harlequin units, but I've got that formation I've got to deal with where I can only take 3 troops, so.
I think your Tau MSU list would have made a mess of me.
Yeah, especially with supporting fire.
Yeah. I think certain armies would make a mess of this list, like Marines and basically anything with good shooting.
But the fact that I'm a flimsy combat army, you know, if I was a combat army that had armor saves, then Overwatch wouldn't have been a problem. But I just refused to charge it until everything could charge, because whatever charged would die.
And that's exactly what
exactly
happened. Because the bikers died to 5d3 shots from flamers.
Yeah.
So there you go. That is the Green Tide. I must apologise though for the unpainted models. I've just got a massive shipment of them that I need to paint up. I'll get on with that, and hopefully they'll be ready sometime in the next decade. So thank you very much for...
Stranger things have happened. I managed my Harlequins in a week.
Well, what was left of them?
Yeah, there was quite a lot left.
Yeah, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know we've enjoyed playing it. My name is Michael for Tactica Imperialis with Kieran, and we'll see you in the next one. We'll see you all again.